Minneapolis, a peaceful city shattered by screams, chaos and tragedy. Children ran for their lives, teachers shielded their students, and a gunman turned a sacred place of learning into a battlefield. But who was this man? And why did he unleash terror inside Annunciation Catholic School? Welcome to History Bite. Today, we are uncovering the shocking details of the Minneapolis school shooting, a tragedy that left families broken, a community devastated, and the world demanding answers. Annunciation Catholic School was supposed to be a safe haven for children, a place of prayer, learning, and innocence. But on that dark day in September 2025, the unthinkable happened. A former student, 23-year-old Robin Westman, walked into the school carrying deadly weapons. He wasn't just any attacker. He was someone who once sat in the same classrooms, walked the same halls, and even had family ties to the school. Armed with an AR-15 rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol, Westman opened fire during Mass. The sound of gunshots echoed through the halls as terrified children in uniform screamed and scattered. Teachers tried desperately to hide their students, some blocking doors, others shielding them with their own bodies. By the time it was over, 2 innocent children had lost their lives. At least 21 others were wounded and countless hearts were broken. And then, in a final act of cruelty, Westman turned the gun on himself. Who was the shooter? But who was Robin Westman? Police revealed shocking details. He had left behind a disturbing manifesto filled with hate, targeting almost every group imaginable. His writings praised mass shooters and even contained admiration for Adolf Hitler. Investigators also discovered that just days before the attack, he was seen on surveillance video inside a gun shop, browsing weapons and tactical gear. Even more chilling, his mother once worked as a secretary at the same school. This wasn't a random target. It was deeply personal. Westman's writings hinted at personal pain, a breakup that he described as the root of my suffering. Friends and online acquaintances described him as isolated, angry, and obsessed with violence. His notebooks were filled with disturbing words, pure, indiscriminate hate. This wasn't just a shooting. It was a calculated act of destruction by someone who felt he had nothing left to lose. The tragedy left Minneapolis in mourning. Parents clutched their children tighter. Memorials were held outside the school, with flowers, candles, and prayers covering the sidewalks. But alongside the grief came anger. How could a young man legally buy multiple firearms, plan such an attack, and no one stop him? The community continues to demand answers, and the memory of those 2 young lives lost will forever remain etched in Minneapolis history. This was the Minneapolis school shooting of 2025, a story of pain, unanswered questions, and a reminder of the fragility of life. What do you think drives someone to such darkness? And what lessons can society learn from this tragedy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And for more real stories from around the world, stay tuned to History Bites.